Good afternoon, Brampton. Here we are, yet another glorious day in the 2020 season. If there's anything that we can be happy about, it's certainly the weather. Also, I got my hair cut yesterday, so I am one happy camper. Today's video is just going to focus on a few of our protocols that we need to brush up on. Here we are at our front entrance. Arrival times have been quite noticeably better. We have noticed, though, folks arriving a little bit earlier than their tee time and heading off to the range a little bit too early. I'd like to remind folks that 45 minutes is the target for you to arrive here at the club. If you arrive earlier than 45 minutes, we do ask that you stay in your vehicle until your range time begins. Thank you. Our next protocol is entrance and exit from the clubhouse. So for the most part, members are following that procedure. We just ask that the front entrance here be used as entrance only, and then we're going to exit the patio door. Why don't we try this again? So here we are located in the short game area, which also doubles as our putting green warm-up station on weekends when we operate a crossover. Today was our first full crossover with our first tee time going at 7:27 and last tee time going at 8:39. When you're finished your range warm-up time, we ask that you come to the short game area to practice and warm up your putter before your round. Just a reminder that our last tee time goes off the first tee at 9:24. So for those, first couple of groups off the 10th tee, you want to pace yourself accordingly so that you do not run into that last group that's teeing off the first tee. A 2-hour pace is probably a little longer for some folks, but in order for us to accommodate all of the members wishing to play, we do need you to pace yourself around the back nine. So as mentioned earlier, we've had a great start to the season weather-wise. We have had 3, maybe 4 weather delays, most recently yesterday. I would like to congratulate the membership on exiting the golf course very efficiently. There are still a few things that we need to tidy up here in the parking lot. One is the social gathering. The instructions are that we do need to get inside of our vehicle once we return back to the parking lot. Once you're inside your vehicle, you're going to wait out the storm. Yesterday, the storm actually never touched down on the property, so it was still a sunny day, but we do need you to get inside your vehicle. Once the all clear is sounded, then you can exit your vehicle, get your equipment organized, and head back out onto the golf course. Our team will tour the parking lot to ensure that everybody is aware that the all clear has sounded. So I'm very happy to announce that guest play will be permitted starting Monday, June the 29th. Guest play will be permitted on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and after 2 o'clock on Saturdays, Sundays, and holidays. The guest fee for this time period will be $85 plus HST for family members and $110 plus HST for non-family members. It's imperative that you as the member are going to shadow your guest while they're here on the property. Members are required to show up prior to their guests arriving. If your guest was to arrive prior to yourself, we will instruct he or she to stay in their vehicle until you arrive. Once you've arrived, we'd ask that you are going to escort them through the various stations and ensure that they are following the necessary procedures and protocols. Once you've booked your tee time, you'll receive an email confirmation. In that confirmation will be links to the guest online declaration form, as well as a link to our YouTube videos explaining the procedures and protocols, and then lastly a link to our new dress code document. Please ensure that you forward this email to your guests as soon as possible so they're prepared for their visit here to the club. Any changes that are made to your foursome or twosome or threesome must be made 24 hours in advance. So any additions or replacement players must be done 24 hours in advance. If this is done less than 24 hours in advance, your guests will not be permitted on the property. The last of our protocol reminders are exiting the property immediately. So once you've finished on the 18th hole, you need to head to your car immediately and vacate the property. We understand that the social side of our club has been non-existent this season, but gathering in the parking lot is really putting our ability to continue on with the season in jeopardy. Again, we'd like to thank you for your cooperation during the new normal. I think with last week's Medal Play Championship, it started to feel a little bit more normal, and then hopefully we move on to phase 2 in the near future. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there, and we'll see you real soon. Even though it's a very sunny day, and the storm and the storm hasn't quite arrived, you do need to stay in. Even though once you've finished your round, you need to exit the golf course immediately. So once you've putted out on 18, it's hot here. So the storm has